What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for calling. Thank you for tuning in to TrailBlazerz Radio. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys are right here with us, kicking it with us, and we most definitely appreciate that. So thank you for tuning in. And before we even get started with my beautiful guest today, man, I want to just let you guys know that you please follow us on all our social media platforms, um, Facebook, Instagram, um, Twitter. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got some great content there as well. Also, listen to us on on all streaming platforms. Well, not all, but some, such as Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. So we're all there. And also, we want you to just like it. We also just want you to just continue. We also have a website. Um, at Trail, we also have a website called TrailBlazersRadio.net. So go there, check it. We post some things there. Um, just to give you all the information to who we are, what we do, and also some archive videos, but also very soon there's going to be an event page coming up soon to any upcoming events that we may have or we may participate in. But also just make sure that we want to first of all, thank you, our listeners and our viewers for tuning in to us, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. But last but most definitely not leastly, I also want to thank God for just being in our presence and in our midst today, for just being here with us, because without him, none of this exists. So I thank you guys for that. And I do have an announcement or two, but we'll do that towards the end of the show. But for right now, I do want to welcome back a guest that I had that we had last Friday that came onto the show and talked about this wonderful thing called this wonderful concept that's going to come to fruition called Freedom Trading Center, Miss Auradis Corey. So, and we're gonna talk a little bit more in depth about this. We'll talk about a couple of services, but also we're also going to talk a little bit about a young lady the entertainment of the night that she had, the entertainment of that for that night that she has, and we're going to talk a little bit about her, just a tad bit, and then we're gonna do some other things as well. But right now, I want to reintroduce to you guys a good friend of mine, the visionary of Freedom Trading Center, Miss Auradis Corey.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes, it's good to be back.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking the time again to come out of your busy schedule to join us again, so we can talk a little bit more about this wonderful opportunity. So, I titled this one. I titled this particular show called "Creating Hope and Opportunity to Servitude," and I think that's really the true concept of what Freedom Training Center is when I think about it, because you are creating opportunities and hope through servitude. You being the visionary, and your son Joshua being the CEO. You guys are servant leaders. So, um, I do want to ask you, what does servitude mean to you?
Well, servitude means there are people now that are kind of, the things around them are distracting them from what they really want to do. And when you serve in the capacity that I'm talking about, then we open up avenues so that the people can see their vision clearly again. And I heard you say hope. So when we serve, we offer hope. Hope that your dreams and your visions are still there. Hope that you are somebody. And we will serve each other. That's how the servitude comes in, as we serve ourself and, self improvement. And then as we serve our family, from what we learn, we take it home. And then from there, we make up the community. So we want to stay focused, and we want to stay excited, full of joy with the things that God is doing inside of you. It's all about you. And so to me, that's what servitude means, you know.
Oh man, I like that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So when we talk about creating hope and opportunity through servitude, we I know we talked briefly about some of the services. We talked briefly about them, but we kind of had a broad overview of the services that you guys offer. Um, and you also mentioned community. Community is something that is very important to a lot of people. And when you talk about creating community, we're talking about creating camaraderie and brotherhood and sisterhood. We're also creating friendship and
Yes.
cooperation and collaboration. And I feel that that's very important for people to kind of to grab hold and understand, because you have to have all those things in place in order to start and build a community. First of all, you have to have a vision, and then you have to have those people that are aligned with you, or that are gonna um, come together with you and put this thing together. Because when you have those things, all those elements I mentioned, then you have community. Then you have that community. But the one thing I did want to ask you is, like, now that we kind of define what servitude was to you as far as that's concerned, when it comes to Freedom Training Center, what I know we kind of hit it on a broad topic last week. So if we can pinpoint maybe one to three services that you guys offer, that people could kind of get an idea of what it is you guys offer, but also kind of be able to hone in on what they may or may not what they may be interested in. So if you could please, if you could describe maybe one or two services that you guys offer, and also the impact of what those services could provide for the individual that chooses to partake.
Okay, keep in mind Freedom
Right.
Training Center.
Right.
So there will be a freedom experience. And when you think
Ooh.
about freedom, that means nothing's holding you, nothing's tying you down.
Uh,
There is no stress, there is no depression, there is no rules and regulations that will stop you from being the best you can be. So keep that in mind. And
gotcha.
as you change, see, the goal is that you will impact your family and your community, and we'll just make this thing just keep on growing. So keep that in mind. Freedom, free, free to be who you are, originally who you are, really who you are. So we're planning to do that through the different services. People that come through Freedom Training Center will, first of all, there's an assessment. And in that assessment, it's all about total, we're gonna exhibit the inner freedom, okay? In other words, we're gonna find out what you want, body, mind, and spirit. So there's an assessment when you first come in. It's all about you. From there, someone will show you the different departments. You said just to name a few. There's actually 7 departments, but just to name a few, some people need job readiness. There are skills that will be developed through the job readiness program. There's also a leadership academy, okay, where you'll learn how to express yourself, where you'll learn how to bring out the leadership qualities in you. We do have a partner that's coming in. He's an instructor for martial arts,
mhm.
and he will bring out the leadership in you as he develops self-defense skills. Okay. And the biggest thing that I'm really excited about, I know he said just to name a few, but I'm really, really, really excited about the performing arts. Oh
Oh,
my goodness, yes. So there'll be a music, and eventually we'll have a band room with all the different instruments. Okay. A
gotcha.
dance studio, okay, where you can come in and learn how to do all the different dances, all of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, the cha 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 and the salsa, all that. I don't, you know, there'll be experts in each of these subjects. And the thing is, these experts will serve as life coaches. So they'll be imparting as you go. They will serve as instructors. And I think that's just wonderful. So the atmosphere is going to be the atmosphere of freedom. And these coaches have a passion in their hearts for people to learn what they know.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a lot of transferring of skills going on. And I'm
Mm,
excited about that. Even the voice, singing, okay, and skits, drama skits. Yeah, so there's 8 departments, and I'm excited about each one. And you talked about the community, the freedom community.
mhm.
We're right now looking for people that's got this passion in mind, and that just once you go through this, once you go through it, you'll begin to release yourself to you.
Mm,
Gifts and talents will begin to surface. Yes. And the Talking Academy is just second to none. It's similar to Toastmaster. You'll begin to learn how to write the words out, how to express them, how to speak, and then stand in front of people and declare it.
mm,
And the topics that we're going to go through is all based and simmered in PMA, the positive mental attitude. And oh my goodness, who can withstand his glory? No one.
there you go.
It's
There
going
you
to
go.
be a great atmosphere. Yes,
There
sir.
you go.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
now the one thing that I look at, especially when I see centers that are going to be community based, that are community based. I don't want to say that it's going to be that are community based. Is that there are constant social issues that plague a community, that plague a city, that can plague a state, and that also plague our nation as a whole. Now, in regards to that, and I know I didn't ask this last week, but I want to ask this week because I feel that one of these things, when we talk about creating hope and opportunity through servitude, is also being mindful of the things that happen within our communities. Um, is that something that freedom trainers is also going to be kind of partaking in, or that's going to be a little ways down the line?
I don't know if I understand. I'm thinking that you mean if somebody come through the program similar to me, that maybe their mom died, or maybe something happened tragic in their life,
Uh,
or maybe they came in and it wasn't happening, and then all of a sudden that happens. Well, there's every single person there are life coaches.
okay.
Okay. So they know how to deal with different circumstances. One thing, the reason why I want the event to exhibit a freedom experience is because if anybody know anything about music, music takes you away.
It does.
And music actually ministers to your inner you.
Right.
And
Right.
then there is a power from words. And the right words spoken will penetrate your core, straight through your mind, down into your heart, and then with the music, and then with people surrounding you. I just know that even if there's a circumstance, because I thought about that last week,
Right.
because I heard your announcement and I'm like, my goodness, people are hurting. Well, We got to have an escape.
Right.
Somebody's got to help us escape. And the escape has got to be right in the middle of what's going on.
That's true.
Sometimes we cannot take a vacation. Sometimes we can't take off work. We got to know how to handle it right in the midst of what's going on. Who can put music in your ear? And I declare, if you listen to music enough and it's got the right words, even when you leave the Freedom Training Center, that music will come back to your ears. You'll be able to hear it without the music playing, and it'll minister to you. Yeah, it will. And I'm not just talking about gospel music, all music.
That's it.
With the right words and the right tone, it'll take you out of wherever you at. And then, I have counselors, or I'm hiring counselors to work. I'm calling it like the principal's office, because you may have somebody, we're people.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
That's it.
So you need a counsel office. You need to go to the principal's office. You need to separate yourself. Take a moment and breathe. Take a moment and do whatever it is the counselor is telling you. And just like school, it may be a moment where you need to go home.
That's
you just can't, what I'm saying is there is a way to handle every situation.
That's
and
it.
some situations are less, you can kind of just hug, or you can put music out or whatever, or you can dance it out.
That's right. That's right.
You can get in the environment and, oh my goodness, tears dry up and you get smiley,
Oh yeah.
And in other situations, it takes more. You got to separate out. You need one-on-one with the counselor, and most of the counselor that I'm looking for is also diverse in the Word of God. So, we do lean and depend on God.
Right.
I do. I don't force anybody, but that's the foundation that we're on. Yes, sir.
I understand, most definitely. And I understand the importance of being present in the community, but also understand the importance of keeping your ear to the community as well, to keeping your eyes and your ears to the community. Because like I said, there's so many things that plague communities, such as, violence, drug addiction, drug use. And the list could go on and on. I could go on and on with that, but those are the things that are the most important things. Violence, the inequality in school systems, the inequality as far as policing is concerned. Those are things that I know that plague communities, and I know that Freedom Training Center is going to be, feet first, boots on the ground in that, because I think when those issues are at least, if those issues are expertly addressed, I think you improve the quality of life with people, with the people that's in your community. But they have to be expertly addressed first and foremost.
Right. Well, I can tell you this, Frederick. There is, like you said, a professional way to handle things, but that is the reason why we do the assessment in the beginning.
Right.
And there will be, everybody's not going to be just clumped in the same room. It's not like that. You'll be with a community of people like minds. Okay. If we got kids, they'll be in another group. If we got a family, it just depends on who comes in. It's going to be handled the way that it should be. And, I don't know, I'm thinking of the trauma that people are going through, So that's my thought, more so than someone coming in that's violent,
Right.
but I'm thinking about the traumas that people may face when you ask me that question. And
Right.
so, that's what I was addressing.
No. Yeah, but I mean that's a good way to answer it though, and that answer's so correct on every front because it because you're still speaking to the total person, you know,
Exactly.
you're still speaking to the total person, you know, and you're meeting those people right where they are, you know, irrespective of their issues, and that to me that carries weight too, you know, but. And a lot of people say, well, you know, the true test of a community of a center that's a community center or a community based entity is, are they going to be present when things really go down or things really kind of deteriorate in the community? And that's, I think, and I do believe that's the true acid test of any community based entity. Are they going to be present they're when there's an increase in violence in the community or the city, or
Well,
are they going to be?
first, may I?
Go ahead,
Um,
all means, by all means.
I know you're talking truth.
Right.
And can I tell you, that is one of the things, one of the reasons that I believe God gave me this vision. What
Oh
you're
wow.
saying now is what people are looking at. As a man thinketh, so is
So
he.
he does. So he
What do
does.
you see? What are you looking at? That's the whole key to freedom. We are the ones that will bring freedom into the land. And
Mm,
and I mean, this is my foundation. My people that are called by my name,
that's it.
humble yourself and pray. He's going to heal the land. Come on. It starts with us. And it
Indeed.
doesn't matter what culture you are, but what are you looking at? And see, part of what Freedom Training Center is going to do is it's going to get your eye on the right things. And whatever is not, we're going to create it. I'm just telling you, there is good in the land. I know
It
that because
is.
I'm good. I know that because I see people that are good. I know that God is in the land. There is goodness. There is love in the land. But what are the people looking at? What are you thinking about? And I'm telling you, it will change your life if you keep looking at that thing that he's talking about. And I'm not talking about dismiss it. I'm
Right,
talking
right.
about your heart and your mind. Every time you turn around, oh my, oh this, oh that. Yeah. But what if the inner you could see the real you developed? Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And I think one of the things I think that I think and I think that you and I believe that one of the challenges is or will be actually, you know, through you guys through your assessment process
Excuse me.
is that you probably start getting a lot of people that have been affected by trauma, whether it's trauma in their home, childhood, or external or some other external source. And the question will be, are you guys prepared or will you be are you I won't say are you because I know you will be, but I know the question that some people will ask will be, is there preparation to handle that or counteract that in some way, shape, or form, or better yet, to help that person address it in a constructive way so that their freedom. Now, if we're talking freedom, we're talking like freedom in mind, body, soul, and spirit, right?
Right.
So we're talking how that can be addressed so that that particular freedom can begin to manifest and occur.
Okay. All I hear right now is what it is already.
Right.
What I'm offering is hope and an opportunity to at least try.
That's
And
it.
I'm going to tell you, in that summer program, and I know this is a big difference, but it's this, that was the model. We had the same stuff going on.
Okay.
Okay. We had kids. I mean, I can't give you their personal
Of course
background,
not. Of course.
but I'm telling you, there was a change in the inside, in the inner me, in the heart, in the mind. It is the power of words, it's the power of your immediate community.
That's
People
it.
have been pouring into them, just like you're saying now. Well, what if this happened? Well, what if that happened? Well, what if it don't happen?
That's
And what
true.
if this happens? You know,
That's true.
if you go inside of let's use a greasy spoon place and they done cooked, come on now. And when you get in there, you just gonna run in and get you a pack of gum and come out. Too late. When you come out, you're going to smell just like that greasy spoon place. Why do we know that? But we don't know if we get in an atmosphere that's clean and free and just filled with positivity. Why can't we see that? You know why? Because nobody's presenting that.
That's true.
We
And
are
I get that.
presenting that atmosphere. And yes, the people that are there, they're going to recognize. See, I told you about that one person in
Right.
the
You
darkness.
did.
If the light is there, darkness can't come in. And I know that may be hard for some to grasp, but I got to tell you, I've seen it. I've experienced it. And now I believe I'm going to see it on a bigger level. And you know what? There are some people out there that have experienced it as well. You know why I know that? Because they're still here. I'm still here.
Uh-huh.
I've been through. Oh my goodness. And I know there's some people that have been through the same thing I've been through. But I
That's it.
came out. I'm still alive. I still got my mental capacity. Come
Uh-huh.
on.
Yes, indeed.
This is a time of hope. If a person comes in and they're just beyond what we have to offer, I'm hoping that we'll have a resource where they
Available to
can
them.
go and get, it's just like going to the hospital. You go to the clinic,
Yep.
for the minor things, and you go to the hospital for the medium things. And then if it's really bad, they take you up to another spot, a surgery or whatever. Sometimes they fly you over to Duke,
Yep.
Hey, we're going to do this. And you're going to see hope. And you're going to see faith in action. And you're
Yep.
going to see it through some of the things that you're desiring. Who wants to play keyboard? Always have wanted to play keyboard. And you
Right.
just feel like you can't. Well, guess what? In this atmosphere, with that passionate instructor, you can. I can, I will, and I am. I'm doing this.
That's it.
It's what you hear and it's what you see. If you can't see it now, and this is a word for somebody that's watching, if you can't seem to get out, and
Oh, what happened to her? Oh, sorry about that, guys. I think she just cut out. She just cut out. So I apologize to her. Apologize for that. We will bring her back in here momentarily. But for now, I'm actually gonna actually throw in a couple of commercials. One of them is gonna be announcing One of these going to be announcing our guest for tomorrow for Friday evening. Oh, there she goes. Her 1 second, guys. Hey.
That's okay. I just want to get this word out, then I'm done.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I'm just beginning. You got to come to the event to see the rest. But guess what? Here's the thing. If you can't get out and everything that you see and feel, and I don't care what it is, the hardest part is this. Go inside. Or get with somebody that's positive.
Right.
It's almost like somebody hugging you. Or you can lean and depend on the other and go inside of you. There's a hiding place. There's a place where you can use your imagination. And music helps with that. Singing helps with that. Dancing shakes off a lot of things. That's besides your weight.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So it's healthy. And I'm a hush right there. Okay,
well, I mean, my thing that I get, and I'm so in agreement with you. You know, hope is the things that are is the essence of things that are wished for, that are longed for, that are asked for, and it's also about, you know, speaking positive things into people to get them to change their mindsets, to get them to change their outlooks, how they see things, how they view things, you know, get them to change their perspectives. You know, you, like you said, with the power of words, you know, you can change someone's mind just by speaking a kind word to somebody. You change someone's heart posture by a kind gesture. And I think, and I strongly believe that those are the things that you guys are I strongly believe that that's what you're going to be bringing in. Not only just the kind words and the kind gestures, but also that reassurance that it's okay to dream, it's okay to hope, it's okay to want to be in a better place, or in a better place emotionally, mentally, physically. And those are hope turns into opportunities when you present those to them, and then they see that, and then they're like, wow, this is a different way to look at it. There's a different way to go about this. This is a different way to act, a different way to conduct myself as an adult or as a child. I strongly believe that that's something that's going to be, that what you guys are bringing to this particular table is much needed, because hope for a lot of people is in short supply. Opportunity for a lot of people is in short supply. Mainly because it hasn't been, mainly because those people haven't experienced it. They haven't experienced hope. They haven't experienced opportunity. They haven't been given the opportunities that most other people have had. And I strongly believe that what you guys bring to this large table is going to be something that's going to be more than just life-changing, more than just, you know, well, I'm going to say more than life-changing, because there are so many other words that I can think of, but they're on the tip of the tongue, and they're not coming out right now. They're not coming out right now. But life-changing is the bigger word, the bigger all-encompassing word, because people will walk in. It's like, just people will walk in one condition, but leave out in a better, much more happier and more cognizant and thoughtful position. And I love that. I love that so much. And again, I love the fact that that talking to you gives me those experiences, right? Those experiences, and not only in real time, but also just the imagination part of it. Just seeing someone walk in one way and come out another,
right?
Or just being impacted by just words that are spoken, and or actions that are made towards them. You know, like I said, hope and opportunity are in short supply, and when we give out hope to people, we also create opportunities. But we got to give folks hope. The hope we got to be able to. We got to install the hope first, and sometimes I think that's the hardest part. But just from you talking right now, I know that you and the team that you put together are going to be more than readily prepared for it, and I
Oh
have the
yeah.
utmost confidence in that.
Oh yes. And you know what? My son just texted me. He said he was here. I don't see him. And my grandson, he wanted to come. He wanted to come on this program. Wait till you guys meet him. He is the product of what I'm talking about. You know what? Nobody can make you do anything. Okay.
Right,
You have to first say, I want more. This just can't be the end. There's got to be more. I want more. And if that's what a person is thinking, and they see Freedom Training Center, and they want to be a part, or they just want to check it out. Maybe you don't believe. You want to check it out. It's
right,
actually a place of safe haven, really. You can go there and relax. You can go there and enjoy. You can have some fun. It is not, I don't want people to think that it's going to be full of people that's trouble, or it's going to be full of
right,
people that hey, they don't know what they're doing. No, 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 no. That's what the assessment is for. We want to help everybody, but you already know you can't help everybody.
right.
But we still can have a place of safe haven.
That's
And
correct.
I'm so excited. My grandson is excited. He plays drums. Okay. He plays drums. I think he's 15. He plays drums, and I'm talking about he don't just play drums.
he
Okay. He know the thunder roll. His mom plays keyboard. And I'm telling you, wait until you see what I'm talking about. That's why you have to experience it. A lot
That's
of
it.
people are offering this and offering that, but I'm offering a chance for you to participate, for you to go inside of you, find your talents, find your dreams, your visions, not mine. This
That's
is
it.
just a place so that you can kind of sort of let your hair down and see yourself. Okay?
That's it. I
See
love that.
yourself. And listen, it's not going to happen like tomorrow. So we
No,
will have people to, how you say, sample what we're doing.
that's it.
Okay, you'll see. You'll see. And I'm excited about it. We just get throwing little snippets,
I
nuggets
know.
out, but it's all about freedom.
That's it.
Okay, it's all about being free and look, free to be the best you can be. That's what it's
Oh,
all about.
love that. I love
That's what
that.
it's all about.
I love that. I love that. I
Yes,
so love
sir.
that. Be the
Yes, sir.
best you. Be the best you that you can be.
The best
I love
you.
it.
Guess what they say? The only person in your way is who?
You.
You. So it's all about you. Be the best you can be. Yes, yes,
That's
yes,
it.
yes.
That's it. So, so now that we got a little bit of that, so let's try. I want to transition over to talking about your musical guest for that evening. Um, I know we talked a little bit about her offline, um, but just I'm looking at her bio right now. You just from reading her bio, man. This is a talented lady, man. Um,
Yes.
a person who's gifted and has a great voice, and then she's bringing a band with her and things of that nature. So what made you choose Miss Fisher as your musical entertainment for that evening? What led to that choice?
Well, this is something I want everybody to understand. Now, I am not biased of what you believe or who you believe in, but I
Uh,
believe in God. Okay. And my steps are ordered by the Lord. Okay.
right.
So when I originally I hired an event planner to help me be on point. This
Right.
event planner, I want everybody to meet her. This event planner is also a health coach.
Oh wow.
And she is absolutely, I mean, I would say everybody need to go through. She's a life coach and all that. She's awesome. Bree is her niece.
Oh, okay, okay.
But we didn't think of Bree in the beginning. In the beginning, I had a young lady that is so gifted and so talented, and she's so busy, and she just couldn't. I'm not even going to say her name, but
Uh-huh.
we want the best for Freedom event, you know. But it was, first of all, a lot of money to get her.
Right.
I didn't
Oh
care
yeah.
about that, but it was a lot of money. And then she was so busy. So we went to another gift and talent. We just was seeking someone that we could exhibit their talent, because when you come through the Freedom Training Center, that's what will happen to you. You'll begin to love music. You know, you'll be gifted. You'll find your gift. So we couldn't, we just kept looking. I think I found three people, and we even found a high school step team. And
Oh
at
wow.
that time, they said they weren't sure. They had to check their calendar. They're busy. Everybody calls them. And Willie Joyner is their coach or their leader. And some of you may know them. Anyway, I was stuck. I didn't have nobody. So
Right.
uh, Fabrina Kittrell began to search her thoughts. Okay. And so we were looking for talent,
Right.
and she thought about Bree. And let me tell you about this young lady. I remember her. I do know her. I remember her when she was, I don't know, 10. She was real young, real young. And she played drums. And they had a shield. You know how they put the shield up? The
Right.
glass
Right.
shield. She played behind, man. She, she fixed them drums real good. Anyway, when Fabrina gave me her number and I called her, she told me, and I think it's in her bio, she said, I'm not good on speaking. She said, but I can
Mm.
sing. Whatever I'm thinking or feeling, I can sing it. Well, we had an event this weekend, and I went, and it was with her granddad. Her granddad is Apostle Bobby Kittrell, and they raised her. Bobby and Jean Kittrell raised her, so she got a good foundation. She went through everything any other teenager would go through, but she came out singing, and she belongs to a church in Fayetteville. And last night, I heard her sing to her grandparents because it was an
Oh
appreciation
man.
service. That girl, oh my gosh. You wait till you guys see and hear her. She is amazing. And if I'm not mistaken, she's 22 now, and she's married, and she's working. And
Oh.
she's just an awesome example of what music can do and what will happen when you go after your dreams and your visions and what happens when you pray. This young lady is awesome. Absolutely. Yes.
Oh man. That
Yeah.
sounds like it's gonna be good. Sounds like it's gonna be good. Sounds like it's gonna be a good thing right there. I'm looking forward to hearing. Looking forward to hearing her. I mean,
Yes.
and just just by the process of you just being introduced to somebody, and then you also looking for someone to exude the qualities that you're looking for
Right.
as far as the entertainment is concerned, and to know that this person just popped up, just boom, just kind of sort of fell into your lap like that. That's amazing. That
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to want to see how these things are going to um come about, and how they're gonna turn about. And I can't wait to hear that angelic voice she has. You know what I'm saying? I am.
Oh,
So
she's amazing.
that's
I
it.
also want to let you know that Apostle Kit Trail and his wife are what I call the grandparents of Freedom Training Center. It was
Oh,
because of them that I learned what I learned. And he's a teacher of worship, and he's 80 years old now, so he's got a lot of wisdom. And I mean, I'm just excited about this. I'm really excited about this. Like you said, I already know how it's going to turn out, but I
right.
get the feeling eyes have not seen, nor ears have heard what the Lord have in store for you and you and you, because everybody's experience will be different. So
That's
I'm going
it.
to say, bring yourself and bring the things that's in your heart and watch and see what happens.
See,
That's how you do it. It's all about you.
that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand the impact of that. I don't think people understand the the relevance of that, you know, in this present moment. Just knowing that this is something that's going to manifest itself and that people's lives will be changed, people's lives will be impacted, people's lives will be um affected for the greater good too, for the good of it, not just for the good, not just for the well, I won't even say for the greater good, but for the overall good of who they are. You know, they can
Yes.
take those things that they learn and they can go back to their families and be better parents, or be better husbands, better wives, better stewards over the things that they're stewards over. You know, this is going to be something that's going to impact not only just individuals, but it's going to impact families, and families will be positively impacted by this. And I'm looking forward to seeing that impact, that long reaching impact, because I think when one person is impacted
Right.
by something positive, they take it back to the people, they take it back to the people that's close to them, and they try and teach it to them. And
Right.
and then the people that they teach are impacted. Then it's a there's a trickle down effect. One person teaches one person, and that person teaches 4 to 5 other people, and then 4 to 5 other people teaches maybe 2 or 3 people each, and then it just goes and goes and goes, and then before you know it, you got a whole bunch of people that you got a whole community of people that's impacted, and all of a sudden,
Right.
what you thought was going to be what people think is just like something that's may look at as something that's very minute, turns out to be something that is very, very large, because that one person affected a whole bunch of people down his or her journey by just that one. And that one experience was the one thing that one experience in Freedom Training Center was the overall factor that played the biggest role in that, because of what your team will impart on these people. They're gonna walk away positive, charged up, ready to just do what they need to do, and take on and literally be want to take on the world, but really literally want to take on the world. But but you have to know that you know your influence is only controlled by the people that you actually influence and impact. So that's why I said one person is going to teach 5 people, then those 5 people teach so many other people, then those people teach so many other. Man, look, I can see like hundreds of thousands of people being impacted by this, by just the mere not with the mere thought of just walking up to the door and saying, "Do I want?" And we all know that it's a choice to want to change and to want to be a better person, or to be a a healed person and stuff like that. So it's a change. So it's a choice. And I think a lot of those people when they come through those doors or when they get to those doors, their minds are going to be made up and be like, look, I don't want to be the person that I am right now. I don't want to be the person that I was either, but I want to be somebody completely different, completely new, somebody that people haven't seen before. And I think that change will happen when they walk through those doors, and as they walk out, as they continually walk through and out, they'll always be open to that. And I think, and I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for change to occur, we our hearts and our minds have to be open to it. We have to. It's you can say you want to change, and people can, and that's good, but it's word salad only compared to what your actions are. Change happens when you decide in your mind and in your heart that I don't like this. I don't like how this feels. I don't like how this looks. I don't like what this tastes like. I don't like what this sounds like. I don't like what this feels like. And when you make an effort to do that, bad things happen. And I'm excited for those people who walk to the door or walk through the door wanting that change, and they come out of your doors better people, much more insightful, much happier.
You know what? I really need to inject. Sometimes, and I've seen this, and I hear the atmosphere even now is going up and down, okay?
Right.
Sometimes it's already all right. Sometimes you just need to know who you are, the effect that you have on people, the effect that you have on your family, on your community. And some people don't believe that. For some reason, you can't see it.
That's it.
Okay? But guess what? It's not about that you're so bad or that you did so whatever. It's all about freedom. It's all about freedom. And it's all about you. And who you think you are.
That's it. That's it. Oh my God, that's it. That is so it.
And when you discover you, it's on. Yeah. Change just automatically occurs. It's almost like a ice cream with the chocolate on the top of it. And once you bite into it, or once you kind of suck the chocolate off, and what's on the inside of that? Yeah. Sometimes when you got that, what do you call it, orange stuff in the middle, or that vanilla, you'll be like, oh, wow, look at that. There's stuff inside of us that we don't realize. And the ones that are on top already, you're even going to be surprised. But guess what? If you have it already together and you feel like this is just not what you really need,
right,
then you need to be a part of the training staff, the leadership staff. Then you need to be a part of, hey, let's help. Let's get this going. Let's create this atmosphere, because I got this same vision, or I understand what you're saying. Let's do this.
That's it.
And it's just a win-win situation. That's
always,
all it is.
Always
and there's no pull, there's no tug. If you think about freedom, it's just amazing. You almost made me sing right there.
See, look at you. Look at you.
Got a song up in there, but I believe that.
But that's true though. And I love the outlook on it. And I know it's kind of been a kind of up and down conversation, but the reason that I kind of pose those questions out there to you is because, and you probably seen this already, and you probably experienced this already. Some of the pushback that people are gonna give you once you present that to them.
Right.
So I didn't really necessarily mean it to be an up and down conversation, but when I look at it in the totality of it, those are going to be the things that you're going to experience when you're coming out there.
Right.
And I'm so glad that you have a counter for everything. I'm glad you have a counter for everything, because some organizations don't have a counter for everything. They're just going off, going off certain things. You literally put this together to have a counter for every situation that can possibly come up, and the people that you're going to have in place are going to be prepared for it. And I love that. I love that. So, and I really do like the fact that you have all that in play, that you're forward thinking, and you're thinking ahead, and you're like, okay, I already know this is going to happen, so I got this in place. I already know that this may happen, so this is in place. I already know that this might happen, so let me just go ahead and implement this too, so that way there's no doubt, and there's no that all those things that people say may happen won't happen. I love that. I like that. I appreciate you because of that. And
well, you know what? My life, and I'm sure there's others that can agree with me, my life proves that no matter what happens, there is an answer.
right.
No matter what happens, there is an answer. No matter how hard it is, you can come out.
That's it.
And you will, after a while, you'll begin to hear more about me and the things that I've encountered. But I tell you what, there is an answer.
Always an answer.
Always. And the thing is, don't give up. The thing is, keep moving forward. The thing is, if you quit, you'll never see the answer. So don't quit. Don't stop. Keep going. And in this atmosphere, Freedom Training Center, you got people that's going to touch and agree with you. And while I'm saying that, let me add this. Freedom Training Center is a business. It is not a church.
That's it.
It is a business, similar to a fitness center.
Oh.
When you go to the fitness center, you go to get in shape, right? Well, when you go to Freedom Training Center, you go to experience freedom.
Oh, man.
The greatness that's inside of you. Okay. You go to learn the skills of music and sports. And it's more like a place to go to enjoy yourself while you get skills. Okay. And so let me reveal this. The churches that I'm connected with are support churches. Okay.
Oh.
But the Freedom Training Center is not a church. So it is open to all public. Okay. I just wanted to make that clear, because when I saw the vision, that was one thing that the Lord was adamant about.
Gotcha.
He wants it for all people. Okay. So I'm excited about that.
Man.
I'm excited. Yes.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. So I know I'm excited for you. I am like so excited for you. So I want to give you this particular opportunity to, again, announce the event in December. Let everybody know where it is, where it's going to be at, how they can attend, and what they can do to help out this, or to help get this organization off the ground. So you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Frederick. The Freedom Training Center dinner banquet It's a dinner and a banquet, and it'll be held at the Yankee Hall Mansion. Okay, it is a ballroom, semi-formal and formal. Okay, so if
Ooh-wee.
you feeling it, you can wear a gown. If you're not feeling that, then you can wear, watch this, you can wear a pair of slacks and put your jacket on or whatever makes you feel formal. Okay.
There you go.
Semi-formal attire, which, I'm sure everybody's got that. And I'm excited about that part. It's December 2nd, 2022, and we're having it in a formal ballroom at the Yankee Hall, which is on 264 between Greenville and Washington. After the event, there are hotels that's waiting for your accommodation. They have lower rates just for you. If you are planning to stay, some people are coming. I got somebody coming from Michigan, Eric Cops. I got somebody coming from Texas. Okay, I got somebody. Anyway, people are coming from all over, coming
Right.
from Fayetteville. And if you're too tired and you want to stay, the Fairfield Inn in Washington, all you got to do is ask for Freedom Trading Center. They'll give you a huge discount. Okay. Ask for Freedom Trading Center, and the people over there already know that you're coming. They're expecting guests. Some people have already bought their card and paid for their room. Okay.
Wow.
So just come on. We got a buffet dinner for you. And the event is absolutely free. Okay. I am introducing freedom. So the dinner has got to be free. In my opinion, I'm serving you. Okay. And I'm welcoming you to come. I'm looking for teachers, coaches, people that can impact other people. I want you to come and experience the Freedom Training Center's experience. And then I want you to talk about it. And anything negative that comes to you, I want you to call me. Okay, my number is 252-940-8344. You got any questions? You want to talk about it? You want to recommend someone after this event? The next phase is the interviewing phase. I have to have a team of experts. So, I'm excited about that as well. I think I gave it it's at 7:00, December 2nd. That's a Friday night. Okay. December 2nd, 7:00. And we're looking to stay a couple of hours. And then after that, if the musicians feel like it, we're going to go to another place and do a music jam. That's why my grandson wanted to come on. He's excited about it. Yeah, so come on out and join us.
Look.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Sorry. Maybe Frederick was going to say it.
Nope, you go ahead. You got it.
It's an absolutely free event. However, we are accepting donations. Okay. We're accepting donations. We're also accepting membership. If you're interested in being the foundation people, to sample it, we're accepting membership. Just like I said, call me. And I do have a Cash App. I've got a PayPal. And if you email me, I will send you those links. Okay. I'll send you an invitation. It is RSVP. Okay. Yeah. RSVP. I need to know who's coming.
That's it.
And look, and invite others. I have 100 seats and I haven't filled them up yet. So help me fill them up. And let me give you the email address. It's real easy. Freedom Training Center 22 at gmail.com.
There we
Okay.
go.
That's it.
Look here,
Thank
and
you,
I'm going.
Frederick.
You're welcome, and I'm going to reiterate this, y'all. Um, this young lady is somebody that I know who has a surefire vision and also a surefire plan to get to that vision. But also in the same sense, there's that vision can't be fulfilled without your help, without your help. Um, Again, so this is a free event. Donations of any amount are welcome. Um, it is RSVP. It is formal, semi-formal. There's gonna be music, gonna be food, gonna be some educational materials, but it's also gonna be a very, 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 very good, great event. Um, I'm gonna second in what she says. She's introducing freedom, which is something I think a lot of us are searching to find and haven't necessarily found it yet. But I think no, I don't think I believe with this young lady right here, her vision. I think a lot of people will find that. So make sure if you are in the Washington, North Carolina area, make sure you guys go check this out. It's a free event. Make sure you RSVP. If you want more information in regards to that, contact her via email at freedomtrainingcenter22@gmail.com. She's also looking for staff, and counselors, instructors. Um, she's looking for people that will see this vision and connect to the vision, but also not only connect to the vision, but also connect to her and her son to try to make this community, make the community that she lives in a better place, but also communities not only where she lives at in North Carolina, but also communities in other states as well. Because as she stated last week when we talked, this isn't just a one. This isn't a one community thing. This is a something that's going to reach out to every community. So she's looking to have this in in at least in one community in 50 states. That's what am I assuming that I am assuming that correctly, right?
Yes, sir. We received that. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
got you, got
Right
you.
now, we're looking at 4 different locations, and we want to do a trial run. So we're actually looking for members. Yeah, yep. I'm excited. Here we go.
Look here. I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that more eloquently myself. So make sure you got if you are someone who wants to connect with her, as I said before, get in touch with her via email. Again, at freedomtrainingcenter22@gmail.com. If you are in the Washington, North Carolina area, make sure you RSVP to come to this event, formal or semi-formal. There's going to be music. There's going to be food. There's going to be fun. You don't want to miss this event. I most definitely am going to try to make every effort that I can to try to be available.
You're going to
Um,
wear your tuxedo.
it'll be a shirt and tie. Me and tuxedos don't get along like that, but I will, but I'll at least make sure I have at least a tie or a bow tie on. So that way I won't stick that far out like a sore thumb.
Well, formal, semi-formal, come as you are. That's the thing.
That's
So
it.
I
That's it.
appreciate that. But I'm looking for some tuxedos to welcome
Oh
freedom.
snap!
We're gonna welcome freedom.
That's it. That's it. And I most definitely want to thank Auradis Corey for joining us again tonight and talking a little bit more about Freedom Training Center. Um, this lady, like I said, this lady I've known for quite some time. She's always upbeat and positive, and always has a kind word for the people that she comes across and that she interacts with. And I am so honored to be connected to her. I'm so honored to be connected to her, and I'm so proud to call her a friend of mine. Um, you couldn't ask for a better, for a much you couldn't ask for a kinder, more gentler, more understanding person. But this person is also, she's somebody, she's somebody on a mission, somebody with a purpose.
Yes.
And now, I don't want nobody to derail her from her purpose, because this is going to happen, and I see it. I see this happening, and us here at Trailblazers Radio, we'll do what we can to try to help you in that regard. Um, we'll try to support you in that regard, whether it's through monetary support, or whether it's through physical support, or whether it's through support through just through a podcast venue. We'll do what we can to support you. You just know that, like I said last time we were talking, you made yourself a guest the first time. So now when you come in again, now you know where things are. You ain't got to worry about just come in and kick your feet up.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You are very welcome. You're very welcome. So that's going to conclude this episode of Trailblazers Radio. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you always tune in with us. As we make sure you tune in with us every day of the week. Various times and various time slots that we have. For My Life has Destiny with Quint Jones and Coco Fenton. The Takeover with my sister Bobby. Critical Conversations with Latanya Harris Gooden, and Coach Fee is going to be coming out with her show pretty soon. Make sure you guys keep your eyes and your ears on the ground for that. Got some great things coming along the pike, and I want to throw this announcement in right quick so everybody understands. So this coming Friday, join me again as I welcome Springfield, Massachusetts, independent artist Boom Chic in the buildings, and we're gonna talk about her music. We're gonna talk about how she got her start in music, how she feels about being an independent artist in mass, and also we're gonna hear a couple of songs, maybe hear one of her songs off her upcoming album in April. So make sure you guys tune in for that, man. That's gonna be a great interview. We're gonna have a great time, but as I stated before, man, make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please check out our webpage at www.trailblazers.net. That website is up and available, and it is live now. So check it out, man. There's some great things on the website, and we're always adding something to the website weekly. So make sure you check it out, because there's always going to be something new there. But keep your ears to the ground for us, man. But also keep your eyes and ears open for this young lady right here. Again, I want to thank my beautiful and talented and my friend Auradis Corey for being here tonight. And just talking about her vision. This is not a dream. This is her vision. Her vision that's gonna soon come to pass. And I'm so proud to call her a sister and a friend. And I thank her so much for taking the time out of her evening to spend time with us tonight. So, Auradis, thank you so very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
You're very welcome. And as I always like to end on, maybe a thought of mine. So here's my thought. Hope and opportunity, things that are in very, very short supply. At least the way I see it in this world. Creating hope and opportunity, we have to be open to wanting to help those who are less fortunate than us, who are less advantageous than us. We have to be able to put our hand down to help somebody up. Is that always possible? Not always. But it is possible but hope is something that's not always just given through physical means. It is also something that's given through verbal means. You can give someone hope by a kind word or by a kind gesture, or even just a pat on the shoulder, just letting them know that things are going to be okay. When we create hope with people, that creates positive opportunities for that person to grow, not only emotionally, not only mentally, but also spiritually and in their soul as well. So creating hope and opportunities is something that not just sectioned off to community centers and certain individuals. Creating hope and opportunities is something that all of us, can do as well. So when you're out here in that world, when you're out here in that world, whether it's this evening or whether it's tomorrow morning or whether it's a couple days down the line or whenever, make sure that you're always giving out hope and opportunity to someone, because you never know who you may impact. You never know who you're going to affect. And that's my thought for today. As I stated before, man, this concludes this episode of TrailBlazerz Radio. The three things I always like to say when we conclude. So first thing, before I say that, I love everybody, and I love all of everybody with the love of God, and there's not a damn thing you can do about that. But the three things I always like to say to people as we conclude each show: number one, take care of each other. Number two, love on each other. And the last but not least, it is a crazy, crazy world out here today. So please, above everything that I mentioned tonight, please, 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 please be safe. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in, and you guys have a very blessed night. Until next time, so long.